right, back to football. We've waited 3 years for this. The rivalry's been dormant for a couple seasons, but now it is back. It is rivalry week, and who better to have here to talk about the rivalry than a man who played in that rivalry 4 times, Stevenson Sylvester. Sly, first of all, before we get into this, I see the goosebumps.
Oh, yeah,
you're fired up. You're trying to hold it all in. You're trying to be a professional, but this is a special week for you, I know. So let's dig into this. What does BYU have to do? BYU wins this game if?
This is hard for me. I don't want to give BYU any pointers here because I want you to do bad, right? That's just my personal thing. No, but on a real note, if BYU wants to pull out this win, stay in the top 10, not go 9-0, Jake Retzloff needs to take care of the football. That's simple as it is. Utah thrives on those plays, and it gives them momentum. If Jake Retzloff takes care of the football, this team does amazing things. And Kalani said it all year. Take care of the football. That's all we need. They got great defense. They're getting great stuff on special teams, being very good at complementary football. If Jake Retzloff takes care of the football, gets it to his dynamic players, BYU will come out on top.
Okay, so turning the page now, you know, you've got a Utah program where there's a lot of questions about the quarterback right now. They're on a 4-game losing streak. It's almost hard to remember what it took for them to get a win. So what will it take if they want to beat BYU on Saturday?
It's very simple, Sam. BYU don't show up. Just don't show up. Anybody wins in that scenario. No, on a serious note, I think the Utah defense just has to come to play. Yeah. We have to do the exact opposite of what BYU needs to do. We need to cause turnovers. We need to score on defense. We need to cause those havoc plays that they talk about. And that's how Utah will come out in this game. It'll drive momentum, give the ball back to the Utah offense in more frequent fashion. I'm talking 4 or 5 turnovers in this game. That's how you come up with it. You need emotion in this game. When those plays happen, Utah sideline just blows up, and that's what we need to have happen in this game.
This will begin a new chapter in the rivalry with both teams in the same conference at the Power 4 level. Part of the story of this rivalry for many, many years, and you were a part of that story. What was it like as a player preparing for this game?
I mean, I've been thinking about it. I thought the bye week was too long. I'm ready to go, right? And it's even harder for me. I'm on the sidelines. Just put me in, coach. So I can't wait for this game on Saturday.
Rico.
Right? But I think the best thing for me was the lead up to the game. The atmosphere in the city was always electric. Utah, when I played, Utah and BYU were both great football teams. And so, like, it was always a head-to-head matchup. It was always the conference on the line. There was a lot of things going into it. But just out of that, we just didn't like each other. I came from Vegas, and after that first year for me, I just didn't like it. Like, my favorite color used to be blue. I don't have a stitch of blue in my house.
He doesn't.
No, nowhere. I show up everywhere red, especially down in Utah County. But just the atmosphere in the city, the nostalgia videos that went through the locker rooms and all around campus of all of the past memories and the history and the alumni that's playing this game, the emotion that comes through, it's real football, and that's what you love about this game.
Real quick, what was your favorite memory playing in those 4 games?
Oh, gosh. It had to be the fights in the first quarter, right? Like, we just fought all the time. But for me, it was the 2008 year when we got up against them. It was, you know, we were going undefeated, and BYU wanted to stop that. They wanted to do a hawk on our field, but it just didn't happen. I just remember seeing red all week. I was so angry that entire time. But it was the 2008 year, the start of that game, getting into it, everybody just clicking on all cylinders, and the Utah crowd was just absolutely electric in that football game. So that's what I took away from this rivalry.
Yeah, I've seen that picture of you, number 10, standing there all by yourself with BYU players. It's hanging up at Rice Eccles Stadium. It's an awesome photo.
That was one of those things where you're just that guy in a big crowd. You don't care who's coming. I'm ready to swing. And that's exactly my mentality going into BYU.